Hiya! Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another what I eat in a day video. I thought I'd film one of these today. This one's a bit more kind of spontaneous. Normally I sort of pre-think what kind of things I'm going to have, what I might show you, but today I've just sort of thought, you know what, I'm going to film it. It's Friday for me today as I'm filming this, just getting myself some breakfast. Not my usual appearance on my main channel, except for if you've seen my usual what I eat in a day videos, I normally start looking a bit rough because I just got out of bed. I've just got myself ready for the gym, going to head to the gym this morning, do a bit of strength work out there, and then also do a bit of a run on the treadmill. So I need some breakfast to fuel me first of all. Today I am going to have some of the Deliciously Ella soft and creamy Bircher muesli, which is so tasty. You literally just add milk. Bircher muesli is the kind of muesli that you normally have to cover in milk for hours. This one you just add your milk and it goes really nice and thick and creamy, and it's so tasty. It's the one with apple and raspberry in it. It's also gluten and dairy free, and it's super tasty. Then I'm going to top it with some fresh blueberries and of course some almond milk, and then I'm also going to make myself a green tea over here, and I'm using my usual Tetley's pure green tea. So I have now made it back from the gym, so I'm just going to make myself a sort of chocolatey kind of protein smoothie thing to have to give me some energy, give me that extra protein after the gym as well. Sorry if you can hear that in the background. I do have two puppies who like to go a bit crazy. Currently fighting over a toy. But if you ever hear that at all or noise in the background, guaranteed it'll pretty much be them. Into my chocolate protein shake smoothie type thing, I am going to add half a frozen banana and then around a tablespoon of raw cacao powder. I'm using the one by Marvelous Superfoods. And then I'm also going to add a tablespoon of maca powder. I hadn't started using this till recently, and I've currently got the black maca powder. And it was in Naomi Smart's vlog, or one of her what I eat in a day videos, where she was using this and she described the taste as sort of like the centre of a Malteser, and I was like, I really want to try that, and I can definitely see that. It definitely has a kind of caramelly type flavour, so I would really recommend. Some people really don't like the taste, whereas others really do, so it just depends. Definitely give it a go though. Got one of the puppies joining me in the kitchen now, trying to chew on the bin. But yeah, and then in terms of protein powder, I'm using the Pulsin rice protein powder, and this one's actually almost all gone. I'm soon going to start using the pea protein powder, as this one, if you don't blend it up so well, can be a bit grainy. So the pea protein, I've checked the reviews and stuff, and it's had pretty good reviews, better ones than over this one, so I am gonna start using that one soon. I do have a packet in my cupboard, but this is almost gone, so I might as well use it up. And then also, once I've blended everything together, I'm gonna sprinkle in some cacao nibs and just mix those in, because it adds a really nice crunch to it, which I really like. Oh yeah, then I'm also gonna add in some water for a bit of liquid so that it all blends together smoothly. This honestly tastes so good. It's like a healthier chocolate shake, for example, like a milkshake kind of thing. Also, what I do is, while I am blending it, I take it off the blender every so often and shake it up so that it gets like really frothy on top. So then you get like this nice layer of frothy chocolate, which is honestly so amazing. It tastes so good. So it's lunchtime now, and as today is a really cold, grey, miserable, rainy kind of day, it's definitely soup weather. So I've actually got some lentil soup which I cooked up a little while ago, and I've got a portion of that left, so I'm gonna have that for lunch. It's made with red split lentils and then various different tin tomatoes, and then different spices such as, I can't quite remember, I think it was cumin, turmeric, possibly a bit of cayenne pepper as well, then salt and pepper, and some fresh gingers in there too. So it's all really tasty, really good. I'm also going to boil up some kale to mix into it. This only needs around 10 minutes to boil. I'm going to boil that up for, and then heat up my soup as well and mix in the kale, and that should hopefully be really tasty. The lentil soup I actually originally made using a recipe that I found online on Pinterest, so I'll try and refine that recipe and leave a link to it down below so you can actually see like the full-on ingredient list and how to make it and stuff in case you do want to make it. Honestly, it tastes so good. And it's one of those things that's when it's cooking up as well, it just, from the spices, smells incredible. So I'll try and refine that recipe and link it down below so you can have a go at making it as well if you want to. I think I'm also going to make myself a cup of peppermint tea to have along with my soup and with my lunch, because I never used to drink peppermint tea or mint tea at all because I just wasn't a fan of mint tea, but I recently have started drinking peppermint tea as I do have IBS, which means that I get bloated quite easily, and peppermint tea is supposed to be really good for stomach bloating, so I thought I'll give it a go. But it actually has helped. Like, I mean, it hasn't completely got rid of it, but it definitely has reduced the bloating. So if you have IBS or any kind of bloating problems, then I definitely recommend trying peppermint tea. It might not be as effective for you, but it's definitely worth a shot, even if you don't like mint drinks, because the effect it has is so worth it. So I've kind of got into the routine of having a cup some point mid-morning, and then a cup of peppermint tea again at some point mid-afternoon, so sort of between my main meals to help with the bloating and digestion and stuff. And well, today I got back from the gym a little bit later than I normally do, as I got there a little bit later than I normally do. So I haven't got round to having one at all this morning, so I'm going to have some with my lunch instead. But yeah, I would normally have it kind of mid-morning, like 10, 11, and then at some point during the afternoon as well. So here I've got my lentil soup. You can see it under there. I'll show you some of it. And then I've just put my kale in there, which I'm going to give a bit of a mix in now. Just mix that all up. There we go. Now you can properly see the lentil soup. Oh, it's fogged up the camera from the steam. But yeah, I'm gonna get eating now. That looks tasty and it's smelling good. And then I've got my peppermint tea over there too. I've just finished my soup, which was really tasty. But now, because it was quite a small portion that was left, and with having gone to the gym this morning, done quite a long workout there as well, it's like satisfying as like a snack kind of size, but not like filling enough for lunch to give me energy for like the rest of the day kind of thing. So I'm also gonna now just have a little bit of, if I can actually get into the tub, I'm trying to open it with one hand. I've also got this left over, which I made the other day, and it is some quinoa with spinach, red pepper, aubergine, tin tomatoes in there, and then various different spices as well. And it's actually a recipe from Naomi Smart's Eat Smart cookbook, so I will maybe link that book down below. I think you can get it on Amazon, so I'll link the Amazon link down below. And I'm just going to have a small portion of this as well, just to make my lunch a little bit more substantial and filling. Just as a sort of post-lunch kind of snack, I guess you could almost call it dessert in a way. I'm gonna have a naked bar in the blueberry muffin flavour, and honestly, if you've never had these before, well, first of all, naked bars, if you've never had before, there's some amazing flavours. I would highly recommend their cocoa orange ones, or just their cocoa delight ones as well. They're like chocolatey, they taste so good. Lemon drizzle flavour is another fave, and cherry bakewell, because I used to love cherry bakewells when I was younger. I'm just trying to think what other ones. They have a carrot cake one. I wasn't as impressed with that, but I know people do really like that one as well. They're sort of all my kind of go-to flavours, but this is quite a new one. This is their most recent flavour release, and it literally tastes like a blueberry muffin. I can't even believe it. And the only ingredients are dates, cashew nuts, raisins, almonds, blueberries, and a hint of natural flavouring. So good, and it's one of your 5 a day as well, so it literally tastes like you're having a blueberry muffin, but it's one of your 5 a day. That's why you could sort of technically call it dessert, because it's like having a healthy blueberry muffin. It's honestly so good. So it's sort of late afternoon now. I think it's around 5ish, and I'm just gonna have a sort of snack to keep me going till dinner, because also tonight, as it is Friday, me and my parents always go out for curry every Friday, so we'll be heading out to an Indian later, which will be good. And for now though, just to keep me going, I've made myself another peppermint tea to have. And then I'm gonna have some of these Rhythm 108 biscuits. I've never tried them before, but they are tea biscuits, and on a cold day especially, you kind of want biscuits with your tea. So I'm gonna give these a go. They're the chocolate hazelnut flavour, and they are gluten-free and vegan, organic, source of fibre, and it's all just good ingredients. So it's oat flour, coconut oil, coconut flour, sugar, which sounds interesting, hazelnuts, cacao, baking powder, salt, vanilla bean powder. I've heard good things about this brand in terms of tasting really good and stuff. I've wanted to try it for a little while, so I'm gonna give these a go. Then there was also a last piece of melon lurking in the fridge. I just saw it and I was really craving some fresh fruit, so I thought I might as well just eat it up, even though I feel like melon's more of a warm day summer kind of fruit to have, because it's quite refreshing and it's kind of thing that you want on a hot day, but definitely isn't one of those days today. But I thought, you know what, I might as well use it up while it's quite nice, because I think it's just about to start going on the turn. So I thought might as well finish it off, because I've had some the last couple of days and it tasted really good. Just thought I'd give you a little taste test of the biscuits. They look good. They look like some of the Fox's ones. Oh, they smell so good. So this is what they look like. They are really good. Perfect with a cup of tea. You get 2 in packet as well, and they're like quite decent size. Very tasty. So for dinner we've come to an Indian restaurant called Masala, and I think I am going to order I did just have it on the right page but I've closed it, where is it here, the chana masala, which I've had here once before I think, and it's really nice. It's the chickpea curry, and it's cooked chickpeas with onions and tomatoes and then spices as well, and it's really tasty. So I think I'm going to go for that again. I was a bit in between trying the dal, because I haven't had that before, and that's lentils cooked with onions, tomatoes and garlic, but I think I'm going to go with chana masala. So I've of course got poppadom to start, and then I've got mine with a little bit of mango chutney as well on the side. My dad's got an interesting looking starter. What was it called again? Prawn puri. I don't know what the green thing is. What's that?
Spinach. It's like a
is it a spinach bread?
Maybe it's a Spanish one. It's just
Yeah. Looks interesting. So all of our food has just arrived. I've got my chana masala here, then we've also got some peshwari naan and some pilla rice, that's what it's called, to share as well. And then what have you got for that? The chicken tikka masala, and you've got the prawn handy. It all looks very tasty. Yummy. So we are back from the Indian naan. It was really tasty. I'm so full. The chickpeas are surprisingly very filling, but it was so tasty. Would definitely recommend trying a chana masala if you go to an Indian and you want to try a veggie curry or a chickpea curry or just something different. I used to always get chicken tikka masala, but I've changed up my order. Love a good chana masala. I'm like loving chickpeas at the moment. I mean, I love hummus anyway, so of course I love chickpeas. But I thought I would just wrap this video up here. Yeah, I have just washed my makeup off and I got my pajamas on cozy now, as it is a cold day. That's kind of what you just feel like doing. And the only other thing I'm going to be having now is a cup of green tea, which is the same Tetley's tea that I had earlier, except for I'm going to be having the decaf one, as it is like 9 o'clock now or just gone, so I don't really want to be having a caffeinated drink this late at night, because it will keep me up at night. So I'm going to have the decaf one, have that, and that's probably everything that I'm going to be having today. So I thought I might as well end this what I eat in the day video here. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you thought, if you'd like to see these in the future. I've kind of started to make it into a monthly thing. Let me know if you like that, if you like to see these less often or more often, or yeah, what your opinions are on it, because I really enjoyed filming them. I hope you enjoyed this one. Smash that big thumbs up if you did, as well as clicking that little red subscribe button down below if you're new to my channel. And also don't forget there's the notifications bell so you can be notified whenever I upload every Wednesday and Sunday, just in case you don't know. And I'll be sure to see you very soon with a brand new video. Bye.